Champions of the world, Denver Broncos.
And is caught for the win.
Danny Willett has won the Masters. Jason Day, major champion.
Derrick Henry will win it. Villanova, phenomenal.
Somebody rise to the occasion. Some group on this team take over the damn game tonight. Let's go finish this thing for 60 minutes. Here we go. Say a prayer. Here we go.
The outcome of the game will be dictated by what we do. Nothing they can do will affect us. If you execute on offense, we'll dominate. Defense, be stingy. Special teams, be special, okay? I would guarantee we'll have a return for a touchdown tonight. Get your blocks and let's go, okay? They're set up for a touchdown return. Let's go. Make it happen, okay? That's instant energy on the sideline, all right? Hey, have fun and play together, all right? It's us against the world, baby. We don't need nobody else but what's in this locker room, all right? Let's go. Let's have fun. Let's go.
The sights, the scenes of Philadelphia, one great sports town. And tonight inside the Wells Fargo Center, we have the Arena Football League Showcase game in Week 7. 5-1 Arizona visits 5-1 Philadelphia. The Soul comes in with a 4-game win streak. Last night, Orlando moved to 7-0 with a close win over Tampa Bay in the latest version of the war on I-4. Right behind the Preds is the Soul in the American Conference. The Rattlers lead the National Conference. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Philly. It's great to have with us Showcase Saturday on CBS Sports Network in the Arena Football League. Dave Ryan alongside the guy who had 855 career touchdown passes, Hall of Famer Seth Bonner. We're joined by Tina Cervasio on the field later as well in our broadcast. And partner, what a matchup. Last week we had the unbeatens in the Preds against the Rattlers. Now the once-beatens.
The once-beatens with great organizations. Both these teams. You want to be great, you got to have the great organizations from ownership down, 2 top quarterbacks, 2 of the best coaches in the league. What more could you want?
And by the way, we've got a matchup of the last 2 MVPs in the Arena Football League. Nick Davila leads the great Arizona offense, more than 68 points a game, and the Red Rocket, Dan Ronabaugh, an MVP last year.
Yeah, both these guys do it well. They make it look easy. They're commanders-in-chief on the field. They understand what's going on. Last week, Nick went through his struggles. 11 incompletions, but some of those weren't his fault. Their receivers struggled with the tough secondary from the Predators. They played hard, physical against those Rattler receivers, something you don't see against those big guys. Rod Windsor, Maurice Purify, some of the best in the league. They've got to be great tonight to get a win here.
Dan Ronabaugh coming off a great season a year ago, franchise record, 15 wins.
This guy has been awesome. You see the precision passing. When this guy gets in a rhythm, he's as good as it gets. He understands ball movement, ball fakes, has great touch and timing. You're going to want to watch this guy and how he delivers the ball. He's a great quarterback.
We can't wait for the matchup. When we come back to Philly, it is game time. Philadelphia has never beaten Arizona. They're 0-6 all time, including 2 Arena Bowls. The next matchup on the way. Tonight in the city of brotherly love, 2 of the AFL's best collide. At 5-1, the Arizona Rattlers boast a star-studded lineup led by 2-time league MVP Nick Davila. They face a hard-hitting Philadelphia squad also at 5-1 with an MVP quarterback of their own in Dan Ronabaugh. The scoreboard will be lighting up tonight in Philly. Soul enters his game with a 4-game win streak, having knocked off the Steel. Gladiators, Kiss and Storm. Quarterback Dan Ronabaugh is a key reason, as we've talked about, coming off another huge game on Monday in a victory over Tampa Bay. Energy will be here tonight at the Soul Shack. Do you like the name?
I love the name. It's got long legs and it's going to stick. I love it, Rhino.
I hope Ron Jaworski likes it too, part of the ownership group here in Philly. Had a nice meeting with Ron pregame. He's excited. He wants lots of energy in the building tonight. Tina now joined, field level by Dan Ronabaugh.
All right, Dave, thank you. Dan, the team play is great when you guys get off to a fast start. What do you have to do against this Arizona team to get out to that kind of start?
We just got to play soul ball tonight, you know. They're a well-coached team. They're physical. They got some guys who have a lot of experience, but so do we. And we're going to come out, we're going to play soul ball and hit them right in the mouth.
The Soul as a franchise has never beaten the Rattlers. How does that add to the motivation against Arizona?
That's in the past. We're looking for right now.
All right, Dan, thank you. Dave?
He's ready. Soul ball. Yeah, ready to go head-to-head here. Some rules of the game to keep a close eye on. 4 15-minute quarters. Running clock until the 1-minute warning of the second and fourth quarters. There's no punting in arena football. Field goals are rare. It's all about scoring touchdowns.
Touchdowns, touchdowns, touchdowns. Soul balls in the Soul Shack. Come on, man.
We're ready. Arizona won the toss. They'll defer possession of the second half here. Alex Zendejas, second stint this year with the Rattlers after Kenny Spencer suffered an injury in Orlando last week against the Predators, out for the season. Chris Duval, return man. 268 return yards so far this year for him.
Terrible for Kenny, because you watch the guy work so hard in the offseason, get his body in great shape, and to blow a knee out like that, that's we wish him the best in his recovery.
Dave Kataya, a referee tonight. And we are ready for Showcase Saturday, Week 7 in the Arena Football League. Zendejas kicking to the vault. Over the barrier, touchback. So here comes the offense, led by the Red Rocket, Dan Rodabaugh of the Soul.
The kick ball, the free kick went out of bounds as you get a look at Dan's number. So the ball's going to be placed on the 20. Great starting position for the Philadelphia Soul and this young man, the Red Rocket, Dan Rodabaugh. As you get a look at his numbers, fantastic. He's great with the ball in his hands, and you will see some tight throws. He's unafraid to stick it in a spot. I mean, he is precision passing in this Clint Dozell offense is excellent.
4 touchdowns Monday and a win over Tampa Bay. First play from scrimmage. Rodabaugh dials it up to McDaniel, and a flag flies just like that. Al Phillips, 6-year man from Wagner on coverage, could be called for the PI in the first play from scrimmage.
Holding defense number 14 on an eligible receiver. That's a 10-yard penalty. It's also an automatic first down.
It's a good call, and Arizona's got to acclimate themselves to what's being called, what's being allowed, and you test out early to figure those things out. They were in a game last week, a dogfight in Orlando, until it got away from them, where they were allowing those type of plays to go. So you just have to feel it out week in and week out and see what's good and what's not good.
Saw head coach Clint Dozell, legendary AFL quarterback, Hall of Famer, leads the Soul. Pass brought in. Reynolds makes a nice catch. Lasper runs him into the barrier. Darius Reynolds, 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
And that's what makes him dangerous, is the run after the catch. You got to look at Jeremy Richardson. These guys have dynamic players. Richardson leading the league in rushing, doing an excellent job. And up front, Adam Smith, Wayne Tribute, Keith Newell, some of the top offensive linemen in this league, do a great job of protecting Dan Rodabaugh, just giving up 1 sack on the season. They've been excellent.
Off the gain of 11. On first down, play fake, over the middle, open, easy touchdown for Reynolds. From 9 yards out. Soul on the board.
Talk about this in the open with Dan's ability to use play fake and to use his hands to show the ball. They set up in a trips formation, and Arizona's expecting the screen on this side here. You're going to watch a stock block and then go. He's going to break his feet down and then take off. Watch Dan Rodabaugh in the backfield with the little action. And right there, Al Phillips just takes off, cuts, and tries to go make the play. It's tough not to want to get out there, but that's well executed. A good sell by Darius Reynolds and a nice throw from Dan Rodabaugh.
Tommy Freebert, now 35 of 39 this year. Point after touchdown boot. And it's 7-0 to Soul. Off to a great start. Reynolds receiving end. A TD pass from Rodabaugh. What a matchup battle royale we got here, said Bonner. Top 2 teams in terms of scoring offense. Rattlers 68.5 points a game. Philadelphia's the best defense in the league, 36.7 points allowed. So something's got to give right now. It's the soul of the great offensive start.
It is a great start, and at home, that's what they do. They start fast. And listen, they're going to be jacked up on defense. Arizona's got to come out and execute their offense, get back on track, because the way they finished the game last week is very uncharacteristic of that team.
Reynolds did he catch team best in that category. We saw the two-play drive, and something Clint Dalzell told us today on the phone was going to be so important. A good start against Tampa Bay on Monday in this building. Really struggle against the winless Storm. We're down 10-6 late in the second before blasting Tampa Bay in the second half.
Well, Reynolds 2 catches on that drive and breaking tackles, and they're going to force Chase DeAdder to play a role on the defensive side of the ball.
Anthony Amos runs into friendly fire there, and Chase DeAdder and gets belted inside the 5. That's where Arizona will start on its first possession of the game. Dwayne Hollis on special teams brought down Amos, who had a kickoff return last week in Orlando for a touchdown. Nick Davila, as we talked about, said little struggle last week. Still some big numbers in a loss.
In a loss, big numbers. But listen, this guy is a consummate professional. He's a workaholic, a guy that's going to continue to work to try to get better. It's going to come up to those receivers. This is a very good secondary, leading the league in interceptions. Very talented secondary. They're long, and they have great ball skills.
Purify is in motion. Tripped up, and a flag flies. James Romaine, some contact with Maurice Purify heading upfield. Purify, speed motion man, and 2 flags are on the field.
Both foul flags are the same foul. Pass interference defense. Number 25, the foul is an intentional pass interference. Therefore, it is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
This is a case where James Romaine right here tries to jump the route, gets tricked. Arizona running a little stutter and go. He settles, and then he's taken off. And right there, that's the right play if you're James Romaine. You want that penalty. You don't want to give up a free touchdown. You want that penalty. So that's a right play from James Romaine. He's being a little too aggressive on first down. However, that's the right play from him.
Third-year man out of Delaware State. So the first down for Davila. Flag down. Looks for Purify again. Overthrows his top target there at the 20-yard line. Let's get the flag and the call from Dave Kataya. Lots of penalties early.
He missed.
Violation of the second neutral zone. Number 8, breaking the plane between the linebacker and the defensive lineman. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
That's the MAC backer, Jake Metz, guilty party.
There has to be space between the bodies. He gets up in there a little too tight, and this is just his second game, really getting extensive time at the MAC linebacker position. This guy's a tremendous talent, unbelievable athlete on both sides of the ball. Had a touchdown catch last week, played offensive line last week. I mean, he's did an outstanding job.
So first down for Davila. He throws broken up. Gooseby got a hand on that. The Jack linebacker Joe Gooseby, team captain.
This guy plays with a lot of fire, Joe Gooseby does, but you get a look at Arizona's starting offense, and Michael Benson, one of the top rushers in the league, 9 TDs, Rod Windsor, Maurice Purify, all-stars. Those guys have to show up today. Keith Williams getting his first start. Jordan Mudge is one of the top centers, and Hayworth Hicks, another big body. These guys do a nice job giving Nick. Nick holds the ball a little bit. These guys do a nice job giving him time to survey the field.
2nd and 5 for Davila. Who fires? Amos, intended receiver at the 10, incomplete. Romaine on coverage. Former JC All-American before he went to Dell State. Like a blanket there on Amos.
And early struggles. This is a secondary that really feels like they can match up with anybody. Talked about the 13 interceptions they have. They will play man. They're very athletic. They're not huge guys. However, they've got good size. No one under 5'10". They can all run, and they'll all play very physical. They're not afraid of anybody. These guys will get after you in the secondary. So Arizona's receivers got to be on top of their game tonight.
Here's third down for Davila. Flag down again. Amos makes the catch. Hit there by Tracy Belton. He's got 4 of those interceptions Philadelphia has this year. Sol has 7. pick sixes. 7 on the season already in 6 games.
That's ridiculous.
That's awesome. Lots of laundry on the turf here tonight in the opening moments.
Violation of the second neutral zone, number 8 of the defense. That penalty's declined. First down.
Again, Jake Metz. He's got to have space between. You see Phil Bogle getting crazy. This is him here. And from across the ball, you'll see he's married up too tight to the nose guard. He's got to have space at the snap of the ball.
So Metz is out. Sean Daniels.
This is where there needs to be daylight here.
Out of Temple, instead replaces him at the linebacker spot. Flag flies again.
We're going to get Teddy Jennings for holding.
Yeah, it's a defensive hold there. Teddy Jennings out of UConn. And boy, there are just way too many flags on the field here to begin this game. 8 snaps and 5 penalties so far. That's not a stat you want to keep up, right?
It's not. You've got to control your emotions. If you're Philly, you're jacked up.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal defense drifting by number 8. That penalty's declined. Holding defense number 8. That penalty's accepted. 10 yards, first down.
And now there's another
flag in the field. We may get on sportsmanlike as well. Tacked on.
Don't hurt yourself. Your secondary has a team
There's
struggling.
another foul on the play, a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, 98 Philadelphia. 10 yards, first down.
That's Teddy Jennings.
And he's got to be careful. He's the leader, one of the leaders on that defense, along with Joe Gooseby. 3 sacks. They can ill afford to have him leave the game and keep them short. He's got to control his temper and just play football right now. It's the first quarter. There's no reason to get this worked up.
I mean, you're winning the game. We just started.
And you did hold the guy. I mean, what are you upset about? That's like one of those NBA calls. You get upset.
First and goal, Rattlers now on the Soul 6-yard line.
Rattlers in the Geico blue zone. Benson lost it. Loose ball. Picked up. Sean Daniels on the fumble recovery for Philadelphia. It's a sudden change, and the Soul gets the rock back.
That's how you shut them down.
Turnovers. This team has done an outstanding job. 15 turnovers on a young season. Let's make it 16. Great penetration. Philadelphia Soul will be on the march.
Sean Daniels going to recover this fumble from Michael Benson with the mishandle. Blew the play up all the way, Seb, and recovered it as well.
He did. Hayworth Hicks did not get enough of him off the edge. He allowed him to split and go inside. He took an inside charge, which puts him right in the path of the fullback. But you've got to scoop with the center and get a little hand on him before you get to the next level. Hicks goes too quickly. He shoots the gap, and that's when you saw the hand in there on the pitch.
Top scoring offense against the top defense, and the Rattlers, the first major mistake. Total defense number 1 for Philadelphia as well, allowing only 211 yards a game. That's outstanding. Ronald on the offense back in the field. On first down, McDaniel by himself. Ryan McDaniel. Spun down by Al Phillips after a 24-yard pickup. The Soul in business.
Bubba Chapman, Alan Chapman, the safety, blowing out of there, playing cover 2, playing a deep cover 2. You got to show that to Dan Rodabaugh. He's going to eat you up. He just throws it to the soft side of the zone to Ryan McDaniels, who's sitting in the perfect spot. And it's good run after the catch for Armack.
Out of Samford, team's second leading receiver behind Kaolina Moku. SK. Reynolds has a touchdown already. And Bubba Chapman makes the tackle on Darius Reynolds.
And that's a rarity. You don't see the first guy usually get him on the ground. He's so good with the ball in his hands, but the Soul showing a lot of looks, getting the quick screens out there. Reynolds gets the ball in his hands. He's like a tailback. Good job of tackling, coming up. Sure tackle from Bubba Chapman.
Reynolds has a TD catch in the game here tonight. About 2 minutes in. A very quick initial drive for the Soul to take the lead. They'll try to cash it again. SK motion man. Trying to catch up with that. Chapman on coverage, and it's incomplete back of the end zone.
And that's a really good job of coverage by Chapman. And if you're SK, you know, he's such a quick receiver. Sometimes guys just want to run. And DBs can pick a spot and run to it. You've got to set him up somehow. And he just tries to run to the spot. There's no space to throw the ball. That's great coverage from Bubba Chapman. And you get the feeling he's such a good player. Every rep he takes, missing a lot of time, every rep he takes, he's going to get better and better as this game goes along.
Soul driving in the Geico blue zone here. Third down. Over center. Kalinamoku has it. End zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. SK. Sean Kalinamoku crosses the Geico goal line. And Philadelphia scores again.
You've got two young corners and a corner that hasn't played a ton this year and a safety that hasn't played. This is all about communication. And it just happens too fast. And there's not enough time to communicate. Guys aren't ready for it. It's a quick strike. You got to be ready. It's a great play call and good delivery. That ball's got to be on the right spot. It was right on the eyes.
Freebert has another PAT. And how about the start? Showcase Saturday for Philadelphia. The 5-1 matchup between the Rattlers and Seoul. SK. Kalinamoku, another TD for the home team. Sean Kalinamoku, 5th AFL franchise at a Division II Western Oregon. That was his first rushing attempt of the season, and it goes for a touchdown. He's joined down the field by Tina.
All right, Dave, thank you. Sean, that wasn't just a touchdown, but that was a touchdown in front of your parents who have traveled almost 5,000 miles to see you. What does that mean?
It's very blessed to have them here, you know. It's always good to play in front of people, play in front of your parents, and all glory to God.
Now, I talked to Dan Rodabaugh about getting off to a fast start. He said you guys have to play soul ball. Clearly, you're playing that. What is soul ball?
Soul ball is taking care of the football, getting open, and making plays.
SK, thank you.
Thank you.
Dave?
And Tina and SK, they're doing that so far. All the way from Hawaii, his family came to watch the game tonight. Kalinamoku with a great play on offense, and what a start for the home team here, Sid.
Great start. You get a stop defensively, turnover. I mean, you don't see that happen to the Rattlers very often. When you turn them over and you go down and put points on the board. And right now, the Rattlers need to answer.
Amos, couple touchdown returns already this year. There's a flag down, and he's dropped outside the 10.
KJ Morton with a clip, blocking the back. You can't. I mean, the mistakes that are happening with it, you've got such a young team out there. They cannot continue to do these kind of things and hurt themselves.
During the return, an Eagle block in the back, number 3 of the receiving team. Penalties after this to the goal. First down.
That is KJ Morton, the rookie out of Baylor. The guilty party. Some more on SK. Kalinamoku, team's leader, now 38 catches heading into the game here tonight. And who doesn't like the Game of Thrones?
That's one of my favorite shows. He's one of the quickest guys, and his size and stature reminds me of Hunky Cooper's and the guys that I played with back in the day.
Legend. Ron Windsor gets involved finally. First catch of the game for him. Sent to the barrier by Dwayne Hollis. And the Rattlers have got to forget this bad start set and get going.
And you think nothing less. I mean, this is a team with a lot of experience. One thing you can't do to a team like Philadelphia is come into this building where they play so well when they're out in front is get down 2-3 scores. You've got to come out and produce and make some things happen. They're going to have to get something out of Maurice Purify, along with Rod. These guys have got to take the game over because Philly right now is playing a lot of man-to-man defense.
Windsor, 10,000 career yards now. On that pitch, that's a live ball. Devil dives on it and recovers the fumble. The play blown up again by the Philadelphia defense.
And James Romaine and this receiving core has to be more physical. They've got to be more physical. Saw it last week, it hurt them. But right here, this man smells the screen coming, and he's going to attack and get there before. And if you're coming in motion, don't break your feet down. There's no reason to slow down if you're Amos. No reason to slow down. Run through his ear and get him out of the way. They're fortunate that wasn't another turnover.
Disastrous start for the Rattlers here. Second down. Davila, time, fires. Amos does make the catch. Romaine wrestles him down. Some assistance from Gooseby. And it's marked at about the 18. Pickup of 10. And congrats, by the way, to Rod Windsor for going over 10,000 career yards on the catch earlier this drive. He became the Rattlers' all-time leading receiver last week in Orlando, surpassing your good friend Hunky Cooper.
Absolutely. I mean, legends. Rod Windsor is one of the most consistent receivers I've ever laid eyes on. I mean, this guy does it well.
Third down. Rattlers need some positivity here. Mo Purify going to create that. He's going to get into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. That's what they needed, a response. And the Rattlers are on the board.
James Romaine wants a penalty on Rod Windsor in the motion. So cover two, too high. Rod runs guys off and clears out. And Mo P comes across on the dig route. Once everything's cleared out, you're going to watch it all clear, and then Mo P's going to slide right in there. And Romaine wants a penalty. Listen, you're not getting the call. Get up and chase and try to get in on tackle. Allow your team to play red zone defense.
12th TD catch of the year for Mo Purify. Here's Zendejas. Second stint this year with Arizona. Struggle with PATs like that. Missing a few in the opener at Portland. That's better. And so is his TD for Arizona.
It's a beautiful play. And Mo P does well with the ball in his hands to the end zone.
Last week, the Rattlers snake bitten during that second half kickoff. We talked about it. Kicker Kevin Spencer trying to catch up with Brandon Tompkins. Non-contact knee injury, out for the year. And with so much time left in the game, Chase Deatter had to onside kick basically the entire time. Alex Zendejas gets another crack at it for the Rattlers.
Yeah, Kenny was injured on the play and tough, but Zendejas has been here. And he's a good kicker. And listen, it's not all the kicker's fault. You got to have a hold down. You have to have a good snap. Arizona yet to find that combination. He looked really good on the first attempt. He's done a nice job on the kickoffs.
That's a live ball. Deatter on coverage does a good job. And he'll be at the 2-yard line. Dwayne Hollis grabbed that. Duval had no chance on a really good kick placement by Zendejas.
He just misses the net and the iron on the kick before on the initial kickoff of the game, but that one got on the ground, and that's the kind of plays Arizona's going to need. They haven't had those go their way, any of those go their way. The last couple of weeks, they're going to need a couple of those to steal a possession, get back in this game, and get back in control of what's happening.
It was actually Rico Stevenson, second return man. Able to hop on that loose rock. Big play. Reynolds on a slant. Runs into Chapman. Glassberg comes over and belts him to help clean him up. That's an 11-yard gain, though.
That's where you got to be careful. You know those big guys are following the play. Tyreek Glassberg, a hustle machine.
For the latest news, scores, and stats, log on to arenafootball.com. Whether you want to check out special features on the league's brightest stars or watch live games, arenafootball.com is where it's at. Quick look, Reynolds staying busy. Chapman, second effort, able to wrestle down Darius Reynolds, but gain of 12 out to the 25, to midfield, first down.
All that on quick throws, and what do you do when you're doing this? If you're Coach Goldell, you're trying to get that defensive front to stop rushing and put their hands up. Start trying to knock passes down. Quick throws get out of his hand quick, and then D. Reynolds knows what to do with it when he gets his hands on the ball.
4 catches, 44 yards, a touchdown already for Reynolds in this game. First down, final moments of the quarter. Ronaball dials up McDaniel, deep ball, Chapman on coverage. Incomplete.
You knew that 5-step drop was coming, and there was no pressure on Ronaball because the Arizona Rattlers wanted to make sure it wasn't another quick throw, and then they get into the pass rush too late. Ronaball with the ball out of his hands, just missed the score.
And that should do it for the opening quarter. Showcase Saturday is underway. The two 5-1s chasing 7-0 Orlando. After 15, Seoul a 14-7 lead. End of the first quarter, you're watching the Arena Football League on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
Are you still?
Center City in Philadelphia getting set for the start of the second quarter. On a big matchup, Week 7 in the Arena Football League. Kalinamoku, a touchdown run. Reynolds a TD grab in the first quarter. Mo Purified a touchdown catch for Arizona. To recap the scoring, starting the second. Regular season all-time 4-0. Arizona head-to-head with the Soul. Beat him in 2 Arena Bowls as well. Start the second quarter. Runaball. Time. Kalinamoku. Touchdown! SK does it again. And his family from Honolulu, glad they came for sure. But there is a flag down. Hang on a minute.
There's a confidence back there. So let's see.
There's no foul on the play as the defender grabbed. The touchdown is good.
I'm sure they're glad they took that long flight, right? The family all the way from Hawaii, 25 yards to watch their son cash in again. It's 2 TDs.
He's off to a great start, and this is just not finishing the play. You see the sail route, ball's out. He flattens it out, it bounces off the wall. Bubba Chapman, come on, this is Arena Football. If you're not engaged going into the wall, you've got to finish the play. Put your hands on him into the wall, finish the play. Heads up play there by SK.
Freeburg has a PAT. Perfect tonight for Tommy Freeburg out of Northwest Missouri State.
Beautiful sail route, gets up on the toes and breaks it off. But right there, quickly bounces off the wall before he is touched. And that's a heads-up play from SK.
Team best 14th TD catch of the year for Kalinamoku and Tina, joined by the family from Honolulu.
Yes, let's start with Sean's mom, Galen, and you get to see your son once a year. Now you see 2 touchdowns. What does this mean to you?
Oh, gosh, we're always excited. Every single game, we watch it on TV, and at least, you know, once a year we come out here, you know, to support him on, you know, live games. So, yeah, we're really happy for him, really proud of him.
And let's move over to Dad, Larry. And Larry, your son has logged so many miles to play professional football. How does that make you feel as a father?
Well, it's a long trip for us to follow him. You know, we're coming from Hawaii, 12 hours in the air at least, you know, coming here. So it was nice. For the people, it's worth it coming this far.
And this is the one game that his parents get to see them this year. When you think of all your son has sacrificed, like we just talked about the miles he logs, Western Oregon, and when he played arena football in Pittsburgh. What kind of a person is Sean? Tell us, as you know, he's your son, to make this kind of dedication and sacrifice to play professionally.
Gee whiz. From when he was very young, my husband always, you know, trained him in football, and he was very dedicated. He practiced every day. You know, and he just loves football from when he was in high school to college to now playing arena football. So he loves it, yeah.
Galen and Larry, thank you. And also Sean's fiance is here too. What is your name?
Nicole.
Congratulations, Nicole. Back to you, Dave.
Everybody's here, Tina. It's great. Davlo throws. Purify makes the catch. Wow, an official gets in the mix as well.
RG, get up, man. That's
Belt
RG.
on coverage. It's a gain of 5. Officials can be vulnerable in this sport.
Watch RG take it like a champ. He gets right up. Nick wants to go field side. He comes back down to the boundary side. And again, a contested throw and catch. This secondary is extremely aggressive and athletic. Maybe some more double moves to get them off their spots.
Here's second down. Davila for Rod Windsor. Shoved right into the barrier again there by Belton.
This is a beautiful dig route. It's an in route from the motion. He's going to come here and wiggle and get to the dig spot. But the cut comes over from the top. You see the high safety, too high and out of position. And this is just a great adjustment. He flattens out in front. Nick brings him down. Good throw and catch. Rattlers need more of that.
That was a gain of 23. Davila, time, pressured. Throws it into the third row. That is a souvenir.
There's no foul for intentional grounding as there's a receiver in the area. Second down.
You want to talk about a guy running the route for a wide receiver. James Romaine just completely dominated Anthony Amos on that last route. Ran the corner out for him better than he did. Beat him to the spot. Nick had to come off, and that's why the ball came out of bounds. When you're in motion, you're expected to win. Didn't happen on that last play.
Windsor, speed motion man. Purify makes the catch. Lunging ahead, got to about the 11-yard line. Tackle on defense there by James Romaine. Purify adds to the numbers, but his team down by 2 scores here. Third down coming up.
Two scores for this team. If they get it rolling is nothing. We need that receiving core to step up big right here.
Davila, time, Davila, end zone, Amos broken up. Belton finishes on defense in the end zone.
Nick gets caught staring too long. Field corner Belton backs off and falls off into coverage. And watch Rod Windsor. See the field corner's right in front of you right there, going back to help. Nick never sees him. Rod Windsor standing on the wall by himself. You got to check that down.
Four tackles, a pass breakup cell ready for Belton. It's a huge play here in the second quarter. Rattlers need it. Fourth down, got to convert. Pressure off the edge. End zone. Almost intercepted, incomplete. Dwayne Hollis broke it up. Purify intended receiver. Soul takes over.
Right now, the Philadelphia Soul is in control, running the routes, getting in the proper position, making it tough for Arizona. Philadelphia takes over with a 2-score lead. Well, you talk about defense wins championships. And right now, early on, Philadelphia is taking it to the Rattlers. James Romaine steps in front, nearly causes a turnover. Joe Gooseby cuts off the passing lane, making it tough for Nick Davila. And then Sean Daniels gets inside, push, causes a fumble, turnover. Philly would turn into points. And right here, fourth down, another turnover. Turns it over on downs. Philadelphia takes off in control. And you talk about a fast start or any kind of start you'd want to get. This is exactly what Clint Dozell would want.
13.2 first downs allowed per game for Clinton Dalzell and Philadelphia. That's best in the Arena Football League. Arizona coming into week 7, 22 first downs a game, best in the league, and boy, it's been Philly dominant so far. On first down, Reynolds, a crossing route, Chapman on coverage.
Woo! Damian Burrell
got smoked.
Damian Burrell, that's the first time that Philadelphia Soul was beaten off the line. Adam Smith gets punched inside, and Burrell, oh, that's a lot of manpower. But look at the throw. You want to be great in this league, you've got to stand in there and stare down the gun barrel. Doesn't happen very often where Dan Rodabaugh gets hit like that. However, he stood in there and delivered. Burrell, what a monster. Good Lord.
Wow. From midfield. SK open. Was knocked into the barriers out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So it's an 18-yard pickup for Kaulina Moku that time. He thought he was in.
SK was trying to lean. If you watch the body, he's trying to lean it inside. But DeAdder gets outside and forces him out after playing to the field. That's just too easy. I don't know if the shoulder pads were touching the boards or anything. I don't know right here. It's a tough call, but right there, yeah, his shirt and shoulder pads were touching the boards. That's a good call.
Great reaction from Coach Dalzell. He wanted a touchdown. First and goal. They don't go Richardson. Instead, slant. And the intended receiver again is Darius Reynolds. He has been a top target for the Red Rocket in this game tonight. Second and goal. Chapman on coverage.
That's a staple in this organization. Going to come in and just post up and square out outside a little bit. Ball put outside. Darius doesn't really come out to it. He's expecting it more on his shoulder. Ball low and away, which is where you got to put it when there's tight coverage. Good coverage by Bubba Chapman.
Reynolds 5 catches, 51 yards, a touchdown. Entering play right behind McDaniel and Kaulina Moku in terms of the leading receivers. Numbers on Bubba Chapman. Been victimized so far. Second and goal. Screen set up. That goes absolutely nowhere. Chris McAllister on a nice read.
Arizona very much prepared for this play. You're not going to get away with running to the bigs too often, and they're trying to take advantage of Chase DeAdder, who's still trying to learn that jack position.
McAllister has the all-time sack record at Baylor, 15 career sacks, first team all Big 12 player for the Baylor Bears in the top Big 12 conference. Adam Smith, the tight end. And that reception, slant, McDaniel, incomplete. Bubba Chapman finishes this time at the goal line. Really nice defensive play.
There's a rage formation. You leave one man inside, but there's nothing else for him to go to. And there's just not enough push. Ball thrown inside and away. Not a good placement on that football, and it gets his man crushed on that.
First field goal try of the year here for Tommy Freebird. He's perfect in his PATs. From Northwest Missouri State. Second-year man. Has 3. Upright and in, and Jaws loves it. Part of the ownership group for Philadelphia. Tommy Freebird. Oh, maybe Philadelphia should try some more field goals. 3 more for the Soles. Monday night at 11 Eastern, we head down under to ride the tide as the world's best male surfers battling out on CBS Sports Network at the Rip Curl Pro from Bells Beach in Australia. Right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Ever surf?
No, body surf.
That's fun.
Not with surfboard.
Yeah, I live in Florida. I will limit it to body surfing. 0-6 all time. 0-4 regular season. We talked about the 2 Arena Bowl losses back-to-back. Boy, they'd like to get some revenge. And Ronabah, Dalzell underplaying that. And we spoke with them tonight. Amos, near the end line, elevates and returns. Cut down by Gooseby at the 16.
It's good hustle by Joe Gooseby. If he gets by that wave, that could be a score.
All right, partner, Rattlers in some real trouble here. Lost last week in the jungle in Orlando. Victimized by several things we talked about. What's going on tonight with this team?
It just seemed a little out of sync offensively, and which will be corrected. They'll get it corrected. This team has too much experience. They've got to be a little more aggressive offensively, work a little quicker, get a better pace, but I expect them to get it corrected. And you have to give Philly credit. They've come out with a nice game plan and executed it so far.
Tablet, offense, trying to get it going. Here comes some heat. And he throws into the second, now third row. Trying there for Windsor. Souvenir for that young fan. That young guy's got a football. That's awesome, said Bonner.
It's great. It's a nice ball, too. Good big stamp, the new stamp. It's awesome.
The other kids are saying, hey, can I see that? No, don't give it up.
You see the nice 5-step drop. Pressure's coming inside. Nick does a good job of stepping around and is able to get the ball out. But right now, he's got to have a little better eye discipline, because there's a lot of soft coverage from Philly deep, and then they're jumping the routes. Have eye discipline. Use your eyes, move, guys.
Purify can't bring it in.
Another contested throw.
James Romaine has been all over the Arizona receivers tonight. And Davila is hurt.
He's all right. He's all right.
Okay. Got some heat there from Sean Daniels.
Sean Daniels has made some big plays in his first action. 6'3" out of Temple, explosive player off the edge. Adds depth to this already good defensive front.
Davila forced straight incompletions, trying to change that. Amos does have the catch on the crossing route. He's dropped by Dwayne Hollis into Soul territory to the 19, pick up at 15 yards.
Now this is a great job of protection from this offensive line. As Rod Windsor on an out and up route, comes to the backside dig route, puts it right on the money.
Davila 111 passing yards, has gone over 30,000 for his career. Got a long way to go to catch the guy to my right up here, Sid Vaughn.
He's breaking all my records. I'm not even concerned.
Davila throws. Amos on the reception. Romaine knocks him into the barrier. Shy of the first down.
That's what they're for, to be broken. And this young man is going to break every single record in this league. He and Dan Routeball, I believe, will break all the records in this league.
Second down and 1 now for the Rattlers. Second and 1, Rattlers ball on the Soul.
Garcia has had every record in the book, but Seth Bonner with Dalzell and Nick Davila one day. Benson runs, this time without the fumble, and it's inside the 10. It'll be first and goal here for the Rattlers.
You notice Kevin didn't go back to the toss. He went back to this plunge route, or the plunge, not the toss. You know, the ends for Philadelphia are so quick and explosive. It's tough to get any kind of leverage outside. So you go with a plunge. They like to run wide and run the hoops. You go with an inside run and get up a couple yards.
Here's first down. Davila retreating. Purify has a touchdown catch. Second of the game for Mo Purify. This from 8 yards out. And the Rattlers back on the board.
This is delay. This is coming off of, he wants this, but the motion is contacted. So you're going to get this man here to hesitate and follow it. And that's where he goes with the ball with Maurice Purify. Settles and then goes back in. Little juke route. That route right there was made popular by my guy Randy Gatewood.
Yet another Rattler legend.
Arrow post.
Zendejas, true on the PAT. Arizona leading the Arena Football League, 68.5 points a game coming in. Just their 13th and 14th now on the board. After a TD catch for Purify, the PAT. Nick Davila, 128 passing yards tonight. He's gone over 30,000 for his career, joined by Tina on the field.
All right, Dave. Nick, what kind of route did you have there to Purify?
Well, he just had a basic double move route to get open. He did a good job of doing that, and, you know, we got to fight our way back now.
How do you hope that touchdown gets you guys going offensively?
Well, it's going to light a fighter somewhere. I mean, I haven't started off as well as I would like to. That's on me. I'm going to get it corrected, and we're going to keep moving forward, and we're going to try to get a stop right here so we can get the ball back.
All right, Nick, thank you.
And Tina, that is the big key for the defense. Can they get a stop? League leading 41 touchdown passes now for Nick Davila. It's up to the D here, said.
It is. It is up to the D, and wouldn't be surprised if there's an onside here.
Zendejas, there's the onside kick. Who's got it? It was loose. Soul has it.
You got nothing to lose. Philadelphia is great in the red zone, but you turned them away the last time out. So I would call the same thing. No reason not to. Give yourself a chance.
Jake Metz on the recover there, partner.
I mean, is there anything that guy doesn't do, number 8, Jake Metz?
It was loose for a couple
loose.
moments there.
Rattlers had a chance.
Great hustle by Metz.
But you give yourself a chance to play red zone defense. You've got an extra defender with the back wall and the boards. Try and make it tough for Philly.
Richardson with a carry. Drags tacklers inside the 10-yard line. Burrell makes a play for Arizona. QB comparison so far. What do you think of their Knights?
They're doing a good job. Nick's struggling a little bit, but his receivers are struggling a little bit. And I think I shouldn't even say they're struggling. The Soul secondary is playing much better than they are at this point. Dan Radabau's numbers are nice. Doing a good job. He's comfortable. Quick throws, long throws, taking shots everywhere, changing it up very much on offense.
Last two MVPs in the Arena Football League going head-to-head here tonight. Radabau. McDaniel all by himself. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here comes a celebration. Soul scores again.
Again, you've got a new Jack linebacker. You've got a new Jack linebacker right here. You cannot let anybody inside release here and go through that area. You've got to cut him off and help your DB out. And right here, the motion comes through, but you can't let that guy, you actually pick your man off. You've got to take a flatter angle and force that receiver. That should be jammed up by the Jack linebacker. And again, in Chase's defense, this is his second game full-time playing the Jack position. He's got to get used to doing those things.
Jaws loves it. Freebird has the PAT. McDaniel last week, 10 catches for his quarterback, Dan Radabau, putting up some MVP-type numbers again here tonight in Philly.
Tina Cervasio back with you at Wells Fargo Center. You see so many times Dan Radabau and head coach Clint Dalzell talking on the sidelines. These two have a really good relationship, even though Dalzell seems to be yelling at Radabau a lot during games. But talking to the head coach, the two of them play golf together at least once a week. Dalzell says that it's a great way to build relationships. It's something that he used to do with one of his head coaches, Steve Tahn, when he played in Houston. It just gives you a chance to talk, and a lot of times when they're playing golf together, Dan will ask his coach things about what he needs to do to improve. They'll talk about film, they'll talk about the game, and it helps build that relationship between quarterback and head coach. It's something that Dalzell prides himself on with all of his players. Dave?
Tina, thanks so much. Onside attempt on the kickoff from Freebird. And that heads into the fourth row, a souvenir for a fan. And so let's get back to what Tina talked about with Dalzell and Radabau. The relationship with your coaches over the years, like Danny White, so important.
Absolutely, and we did the same thing. Danny would take us out, the quarterbacks, to play golf, and it's just one of those things to get away from the game. And we didn't always talk strategy because we spent enough time in the film room together, but we got out and spent time together, and I kept that going on. I'd play with all the backup quarterbacks and teammates, as many as would go with me. We'd go a couple times a week. It's definitely a great bonding time.
First down for Dabo on the offense. Rod Windsor on the catch. Dropped by Gooseby, the Jack linebacker. To about the 6-yard line, gain of 9 for Arizona. Looking for a score here inside a minute left in the first half.
Quick look route, gets the ball on him quick. Good hands, makes the defender miss. Picks up a few extra yards, but you see the hustling Joe Gooseby. Tulane over to make the tackle. This guy's a ball player, a knack for making big plays, being in the right spot at the right time.
Great leader, team captain, and top tackler Joe Gooseby for Philadelphia. Here's second down. Down to the end zone with a flag down. Touchdown, Rod Windsor.
They might get Rod on a push-off.
There is a flag down, though. And the Soul defenders think it's against Rod the God. Let's find out.
I believe it's gonna be the call.
Yep, coming back.
Pass interference offense. Number 10, 10-yard penalty, first down.
I think he means number 1, Rod Windsor, not the quarterback, Nick Dabo. Be tough for him to have
it would be very tough.
Pass interference.
Kevin Keyser is on the top of this call. You see right there, that's one that they let go. Larico Stevenson plays it up very well, but his arms extend, and anytime your hands extend out away from your body, and then you get a guy that's going to play it up like Larico just did a nice job, you got to make the call. keep your hands in your body. You can use a little chicken wing, as some of my coaches call it. Use a chicken wing, not your hands to extend.
Here's second down off the penalty. Catch Windsor this time. Runs into Belton. He and Romaine drive him into the barrier, and there's another flag down. Penalty-ridden first half here.
You get
from the Soul Shack.
You get two teams here in the Soul Shack excited to play. There's going to be some emotion, but they've just got to clean it up.
Teddy Jennings had a couple early penalties, ill-advised for Philly. That's about the only trouble spot the Souls had tonight.
Here's Dave Kataya.
Right. Illegal formation defense. Defensive end out of a three-point stance. That penalty's declined. Third down.
You get a hard count from the quarterback, and you don't go off sides, but you take your hand off the ground. If you take your hand off the ground, that's an illegal formation. You've got to be in a three-point.
There's a red challenge flag down on the field as well here.
They might be challenging the spot.
Play is not challengeable. Third down.
No challenge. You'll pick up that flag instead and keep it.
Put it back in your... Dave told Clint to put it back in your pocket. See Clint telling his secondary to be alert for the double move again, or the fake.
He knows about beat defenses. Second all-time league history, 931 career touchdown passes for the Hall of Famer Clint Dalzell. Got another official timeout here.
Philadelphia has committed 3 minor fouls. That creates a bonus situation and an automatic first down.
Three minor fouls. You're talking about the holding, the false starts. Anytime the defensive line is out of their stands, illegal defense, those are minor fouls. You commit 3 of those, and then every foul after that is an automatic first down.
Even when the penalties decline.
So automatic first down.
Automatic first down. All right, from the 11 now, Nick Davila, Kevin Guy, the brain trust for Arizona will try to dial up a TD here. 9.9 seconds left, but that's a lot of time in arena football.
Plenty of time. They need to get on the board here. They do get the ball coming out second half. Got to put a touchdown up here.
Amos, motion man. Davila, time. End zone. Windsor has it. Great touchdown, ball. Arizona. Great what a pitch and catch.
Great throw.
11-yard connection to Ron Windsor. His first TD grab of the game. 22nd of the season to lead the Arena Football League.
This is a beautiful throw. I don't care what level league you're playing in, but Windsor here, you're going to get the motion man through. Windsor's going to run to the outside shoulder and get to the corner. The ball's out of his hand early. Stevenson can't do anything about it. That's an excellent throw and catch. You get the look you want. You know it's man-to-man. You're able to get back, set your feet. Great throw.
Zendejas has the point after, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. 40 straight games in which Ron Windsor has played. He has a TD catch now on this fantastic throw by Davila.
Really good throw, right over the top. And you want to, if you're Larico, you want to use that far hand reach, as in they teach in basketball. He reaches with his right hand. He has no shot, puts it right in the back corner. Great throw. The motion man coming through tells you it's man-to-man coverage, so you know you got exactly what you want. Rod Windsor one-on-one with some space, and that's trouble for any team trying to cover it.
4 catches, 58 yards, a touchdown now for Rod Windsor. He surpassed 10,000 career receiving yards in the game tonight. Coming up on the Arena Football League halftime show, Seth will break down his top defensive fronts in the AFL. Philadelphia, Arizona included, along with the Predators at 7-0. Also have the first half stats, highlights, all coming up at halftime from here in Philly. Duvall ready to receive the kick from Zendejas. 2.9 seconds left in the half, which in this sport is time for plenty to happen. Kicks it away. Tricky bounce. Duval has it. Looks for a room. And driven into the barrier as the half comes to an end. Morrell all over him. And McAllister. 10-point game. First half mostly dominated by the Soul, but at the end, Arizona rallies. 10 on the field level.
All right, Dave. Kevin, when I talked to Davila, he put the blame on himself for the slow start. What have you seen the first half?
Well, you know, it's a team effort. You know, Nick's doing his job. I mean, have we missed some reads? Yeah, we missed some reads, but, you know, the other guys have got to go play too. I'm more, you know, our young secondary, you know, bid on 2 screens down in the red zone, so can't do that. I want them to screen. Let them screen. All right, we'll tackle them and play another down. But playing a little catch-up ball, but we did a good job right here in situational football. We got the ball coming out. See if we can't make it a ball game in the second half.
What are you going to tell the guys in the half?
Well, we got to execute. That's the bottom line. We got to execute. We got to play, and you know, this is fun right now. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Coach. Dave?
Tina, Coach Guy, thanks. Trying to avoid their first 2-game losing streak since the very end of the 2014 season. And they were down by 15 last week. And the Jungle in Orlando lost that game, their first setback of the year. End of the first half. It's a 10-point game from the Soul Shack. You're watching the Arena Football League on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.